recording this Zoom call. So really, really excited to be on tonight's call. And for those of you that don't know who I am, just to share with you guys a bit of background about myself, my name's Ahmed Mukhtar. I'm a senior vice president with ACN, which is our opportunity that we're going to be showcasing to you how you can get started in this type of a business, especially in the timing that we're in with the global pandemic, the global economical crisis that we're all currently experiencing in the world. And we're going to show you how you can really take advantage of this moment by having a home-based online business for yourself that you can build from home, and most certainly something that you can thrive in. You know, first things first, I just want to say I really pray and hope that everyone's doing well, that your families are doing well. And, you know, this meeting finds you in, you know, the best of spirits, and, you know, your families are well as well. So look, ladies and gents, so 7 years ago, in 2013, I came across the same information that you're going to see tonight. Back then, I was working as a manager for a large supermarket company. I was working in Marks and Spencer's. For those of you that are from the UK, you're familiar with who M&S is. So I was working at Marks and Spencer's as a manager. Back then, I really wanted to change my life around, but the biggest downfall that most people have today as to why they're not economically ahead is because, number one, they don't know what to do, and number two, they don't know how to do it. And in 2013, fortune came my way when someone showed me this opportunity. I got started on a complete part-time basis whilst I was working almost 60 to 70 hours a week in my job. I got started in ACN and I worked extremely hard. And today it's completely changed my life around. I've reached the highest position in our company. I was senior vice president. And I've been able to really just change my life around completely financially. But more than just having, you know, money, the most beautiful thing that it's given me is also time. So today I'm going to be sharing this information with you guys. And my encouragement to you is take notes, because I'm going to be speaking from, you know, perspectives that can relate to you. We've all seen what's going on globally today. You know, many jobs being lost, many companies closing down, many people letting go of their entire, you know, workforce. And for those of you in the UK, you know, currently right now, almost 1 million people have been unemployed. 1 million people have been laid off from their jobs since COVID-19. In the United States, 14 million people have been laid off from their jobs. So this is globally affecting everyone. So I really just hope you see value in what we're trying to show you tonight. But we're going to show you tonight how you can build an online business from home, have more time freedom, and most importantly, make some extra money as well. So without further ado, let's get started. And before I do, there's just one thing I want to say is that, you know, there's 3 standpoints I'm going to be speaking from. There might be some of you that will come on tonight's call because you want to make some extra money. Well, perfect. If that's you, then you're at the right place. And there's some of you that will come on tonight's line and you might want to make more than just some extra money. You might probably want to make £1,000+ on a monthly basis. Well, guess what? You can do that in ACN as well. And there's some of you that are looking to replace what you're currently doing to completely do that with ACN with some time. Of course, that's going to take some time to do. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But if you're looking for a career path as well, that you can really elevate, that you can really, you know, become somebody, you know, this can also be for you as well. So without further ado, let's get into the information. I'm going to share my screen with you. And the first thing I want to start off with is I want to start off with a very, very brief, short company overview video. And what this video is going to do, guys, is just going to give you a bit of background about who we are, you know, as a company. It's just going to give you a very, very slight overview. The fact that we've been in business today the last 27 years, you know, it's going to showcase that to you. After the video is done, I'm going to come back on and I'm going to be elaborating on what it is that we do, how this can be of benefit to you, and all the rest of, you know, what it is that we're about. So without further ado, let's roll on the video. Awesome. So, ladies and gents, that just gives you a brief overview of our company, who we are, and so on and so forth. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get down to the information in terms of what our company is all about. So, first things first, our company is called ACN. ACN's an established 27-year-old company that started in the United States in 1993. Today, our company is in 27 countries across 5 continents and growing. We're a multi-services custom acquisition company. More than that, in the last 27 years, we've acquired millions upon millions upon millions of customers all around the world. Over the last 5 years, we've done 4 billion in global revenue. On the bottom of the screen, you can see some of the publications we've been featured in, such as The Apprentice in 2009 and 11, which is a hit reality TV show that we're all familiar with. We've been featured on Inc. 500, USA Today, The Wall Street Journal, and the list goes on. More than that, we have global head offices that helps with our infrastructure and, helps with our customer support. So what does this mean for you? When you get involved in ACN, it means that you're going to have an online business where you can market everyday essential services that people need and use. The services like what? Imagine being able to have an online business where you can sell gas and electricity with our energy partnership, Blue Green Energy. Well, with ACN, it's possible. You can also provide broadband TV and phone with Virgin Media. You can provide mobile phone partnership services that we have with our partner, EE. We have our own mobile phone SIM-only services, which is with Joy Mobile. And more than that, we have home security and business security. Now, ladies and gents, can we all agree that these are essential services that people need and use every single day? You see, people are paying for gas and electricity with or without ACN. People are using mobile phones. They're using broadband TV and phone. In fact, I can guarantee that nearly all of us are probably connected to some type of Wi-Fi device right now. So the reality is, imagine being able to make money off of these services. You see, Warren Buffett, who's the 4th richest man in the world, here's what he said. He said, what you like doing, make it a hobby. But what the world has to do, make it a business. What does the world have to do today? They have to use all of these essential services. And that's the opportunity with ACN. You can have a business that provides all of these services. Now, what makes us unique is our business model. You see, the only way that you can know about ACN, or you can even acquire a customer in ACN, is through relationship referral marketing. You see, ladies and gents, we go past the traditional methods of business. And how do big businesses attract new customers and keep the ones they already have? They do that through advertising. So they do media advertising, telemarketing, mass mailing. Well, ACN bypasses all of that, and they partner with people like you and I to go direct to the customer through relationship referral marketing. I want to take you back to a time where someone told you about a good movie that was out in the cinemas, and you went based on their recommendation to go watch that movie. Or maybe they recommended you to a restaurant, or maybe even a service that they were using. Well, in ACN is the exact same thing. We understand that relationship referral marketing is the future. Now, to get involved in ACN, when you first get started, you get your very own personalized online shop. You get a back office. You get all the support that you need. You get customer service infrastructure. You have a back office that you can monitor your business with, your very own online website that you can sell the services from. Now, this is all £479, and you get a 7-day free trial here in the United Kingdom. So your first 7 days are absolutely free. If you decide this is for you, after 7 days, you pay $479, and you're a fully enrolled IBO with ACN. So this means that you have a business that you can not only do on your mobile phone, but you can also do from your online website. You see, over the last 7 years, my office has practically been my mobile phone. I don't have an inventory today or employees or overheads that comes with traditional business, because everything is online on my mobile phone and on my laptop. So what I want to do at this time is I want to speak to you guys about how we make money in ACN. Now, the beauty is our compensation plan is designed that we get paid in 4 different ways. Now, traditionally, people get paid one way. They go to work, they make a salary, right? But in ACN, there are 4 streams of income that you can take advantage of. So let's speak about the first one. The first way we make money is something called customer bonuses. Now, what customer bonuses is whenever you acquire customers, you get paid a bonus. For example, if you acquire 1 security alarms customer, that will pay you $150. 3 Virgin Media customers pays you $450. And if you combine any 5 services, this will pay you an additional £500. Now, let's speak about the second and the third way we make money. So I spoke about customer bonuses. You get customers, you get paid a bonus. Now, imagine being able to get paid bonuses when you acquire customers. Now, we all know that we're currently all in quarantine. Imagine being in quarantine right now, just speaking to friends and family, people you know, saving them money on their gas and electricity. And now we all know that right now people are consuming high amounts of energy because we're all at home. So we're using more electrical appliances or gas that we used to before, being at work or leaving our houses vacant. Well, the beauty now with ACN is now you can actually save customers money on these essential services that they're using every single day. So that is the first way we make money. Now let's speak about the second and the third way we make money. You see, ladies and gents, the second way we make money is called residual income. Now there are two residual income streams that we have, the second and third way, right? So the first residual income stream is called personal residual income. So this means every single month your customers now pay their bills, you earn residual income. Residual income is the concept of doing something once, getting paid month after month, year after year, every single time that transaction takes place. So now let me just kind of paint a vision for you. Imagine getting a gas and electric customer, then paying their bills for the next 12 months. Well, guess what? Every month they pay their bills, you get paid. What if they do it for the next 2 years? Can we all agree they'll do it for the next 5, maybe 10, 15, 20? So every month they pay their bills, every single time you get a residual check of up to 10% off of that customer's revenue. Now, the third way is overriding residual income. Now, not only do you get paid on your customers, but now imagine introducing other people to ACN and them getting customers, they get paid up to 10%, but you also get paid up to 8% because they are in your team. And that's overriding residual income. So personal residual income, you get paid up to 10% on every single customer that you personally acquire. Overriding residual income is now you get paid residual income off of every customer your teams acquire. Just phenomenal, up to 8% of what your team acquires. Now, the final way we make money is called team building bonuses. And we have positions in our company that you can actually climb up our ACN compensation plan. You can work hard within the proven system that we have, and you can hit these positions. Now, when you first get started, you're an IBO. You want to get to CQ, which means customer qualified. Then you want to get to executive team leader. Then you want to get promoted to regional director, then regional vice president, then senior vice president, which is the highest position in our company. Now, I'm a senior vice president today in ACN, which is the highest rank in our company. I've been doing this for the last 7 years. And within my first 2 years, I achieved this position. But I also want you to hear from someone else today that's at the position of regional director. So if you look at your screen where you see RD, this person has achieved the position of regional director. And again, there's someone that I have a lot of respect for. You know, they're from the north of England. They're actually from Sheffield, north of England. And there's someone that has really worked extremely hard to achieve the successes that they've had so far. So ladies and gents, I want you guys to hear from this person. He's a regional director today. So please help me welcome on the line, regional director, Mr. Oliver Woodhead. Oliver, you're unmuted. Go ahead, buddy.
Appreciate that, Ahmed. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear, buddy. Go ahead.
Perfect. Appreciate that, Ahmed. So just like Ahmed said, my name's Oliver Woodhead. I'm 35 years of age. And yes, I'm from Sheffield, which is in England. And I've been involved with this company of ACN for coming up to 5 years now. And my background prior to this, I was a full-time electrician, which I did for around 12 to 14 years. And around the first couple of years that I got involved with a company of ACN. Now, you know, even though I had no experience prior to being involved with this industry and this company, it still allowed me today to have over 100 personal customer points and also get paid on thousands upon thousands of customers, not just in the UK, but across the entire globe. What I'm excited for and what I'm looking forward to is just, inspiring other individuals and helping other individuals, get what they want out of the business, out of life, and obviously helping them, achieve what they want to achieve. So that's me, Ahmed. Thank you. And I appreciate you having me on the call.
Hey, Ollie, thank you so much for your, for your testimonial. Really appreciate you being on. Ladies and gents, so that's Mr. Oliver Woodhead, one of our regional directors in ACN, making big things happen and just really I'm really delighted for his accomplishments. So here's what I want to do, because I know some of you are wondering, well, how do I get started? Well, it's very, very simple. The first thing you want to do is enroll as an independent business owner. That's how you get started. Go back to the person that invited you. They will show you how you can do this. You can utilize the full support system that we have, because we understand right now that we're all in quarantine. So you're wondering, well, how am I going to be able to do the business? Well, guess what? We have these webinars that you can plug into. And later on, I'm going to be speaking about this in a bit more detail. And you can start acquiring customers. And always remember, you have your online website, you have your back office, you have a full support system. And the person that invited you on this call will go through that with you. So not only are you in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. So what I want to do, ladies and gents, I want to just show you how, you can get started in ACN and within your first 120 days, earn almost £9,000 with ACN. Now, if you're interested, stay on the line. If this is no interest to you, then you can exit the call right now. But for those of you that are interested, let me show you how you can get started and within your first 120 days, make almost £9,000 over the next 120 days. So let's speak about this. Now, the first thing that I want to just briefly speak about is that you have to have the right mindset when starting this business. So understand, this involves what every other business involves. And what does every other business involve? It involves having a strong mindset. It involves having a strong determination. It involves, dealing with the emotions. You see, in business, sometimes you're going to earn and sometimes you're going to learn. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. So you've got to be prepared for this. But what you have to have that's going to get you through in ACN is you need to have a reason why. What's your reason why? What do you want to gain out of this? Maybe it's to be your own boss, have more money, have more time freedom, have financial freedom, travel the world, support your family, support your favorite charity. Whatever it is, write down your reason why. Because when you have a strong reason, then you're going to be here for more than just a season. Very, very important. So let me speak to you about the 120-day game plan. How can you start ACN and make almost £9,000 to £10,000 in your first 120 days? Well, let's firstly speak about the most obvious, which I already spoke about, which was the customer retail bonuses. Imagine if you are making a couple of hundreds of pounds on a monthly basis over the next 120 days by acquiring these customers. Well, take a screenshot of this because you're going to be able to do so. Imagine you spoke to friends and family. Some people became Virgin Media customers. Every 3, you made 450. Anytime you combine any 5 customers, and anytime you combine any 5 customers, £200 as a bonus, etc., etc. So that's already, one way. So I want you to imagine that you've got some customers, you make a couple of £100. But let's speak about how you can make 9,000 now in your first 120 days. Well, we have a system in place where you can actually get started in ACN and climb up our compensation plan that I spoke about. You heard Mr. Oliver Woodhead, who was a regional director. But let me speak about how you can climb up this plan and earn this income. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is get started, launch your online shop, become something we call customer qualified. How do you become customer qualified? If you look on the screen, it says get 7 personal points. Now, how do you get 7 points? If you look on the services on the bottom, every single service has a point allocated to it. For example, Joy Mobile is 1 to 2 points. Blue Green Energy, which is our gas and electric provider, 2 to 3 points, etc. So you guys get the gist. Once you get 3 customers, that's 7 points done. So you can become customer qualified your own. For example, my case, I got my own gas and electric customer, or I became my own gas and electric customer. That's one service. I became my own mobile phone customer. That's another service. I got broadband TV and phone in my home with Virgin Media. I became my own 3. So I became my own customer, right? And I became qualified myself. I had more than 7 points. And I also had more than 7 points. And I had more than 3 customers personally. And I still have more ACN services in my household. Well, guess what? As soon as you do this, guys, in your first 37 days, you now make a bonus of £75 in your first 37 days. Now walk with me. You made £75. How can you make more? Well, very, very simple. You already had 3 customers. ACN tells you get 2 more. As soon as you get 2 more customers, that now equals a total of 5 customers that gives you more than 10 points. As soon as you do, ACN will pay you £125 just for doing this. But more than that, here's what they now tell you. Well, if you introduce 2 people to ACN and these 2 people now just get 3 customers each, you're going to make an additional £250, which makes it a total of £450 in your first 37 days. Now, guys, let me just take you back on that, right? What did you do? You already had 3 customers. You made £75. You got 2 more customers, which is 5 customers in total. You made an additional 125, so that's 200. Now, when you introduce 2 people to ACN and they individually got their own 3 customers each, congratulations, £450. You've made your money back that you've joined, that you paid to get involved in ACN. So let's now speak about the next goal. So now you've made 450. How can you make more? Well, that's to achieve the position of executive team leader. Now, how do you achieve the position of executive team leader? Well, between you and your team, you need 30 points in total. So if you have 10 points, your two people that you already had in your team, if they now get 10 points, you already have 30 points between you. Congratulations, you're now an executive team leader. Well, let me just show you a 90-day bonus that we have available. In your first 90 days, you already had 2 people in your team. If those 2 people now introduce 2 people to your ACN business and everyone becomes customer qualified, you make £750 additional in your first 90 days when this happens. Now, guys, it doesn't stop there, because every single time someone now joins your team at executive team leader and becomes customer qualified, you make a £60 bonus every time this happens. So let me give you an example. You had 2 people in your team. They introduced 4 people. Now, for those 4 people, you will also get paid £60 each because they all became customer qualified. That makes it a total of £1,440 in your first 90 days. So you made the 450, 37-day bonus, plus 750, plus 240 for everyone joining your business and becoming customer qualified. So let's just round it up in a very, very small nutshell. You had 2 people and they introduced 2 people. They all got a few customers. Congratulations, that's £1,440 you can earn in your first 90 days. So we've all made our money back. We've even quadrupled it. But how can you even go make even more so we can total almost £9,000 in our first 120 days? Well, let's speak about that. That's to achieve the position of regional director. How do you become a regional director? Between you and your entire team, you need 600 points in total, which accumulates to around 200 customers. If you and your team go out there, you get 200 customers in total between you and your entire group, you now become a regional director. Now, guys, if you do this in your first 120 days, there's a £7,500 bonus you can earn if you go regional director in your first 120 days. What does that total to? That totals to a total of £8,940 if you add on your 1,440 that you've made. So now you're wondering, well, how do I build a team? Congratulations. I just shown you how you can make £9,000 plus in your first 120 days. But now you're wondering, how do I build a team? Well, guys, look, we have these webinars, very, very frequently. I'm going to announce the next webinar to you and also future dates that we're going to be having these webinars. Here's what you got to do. You got to make a list of people that you think will be interested in this business. Make a list, right? Think about people you know today that need an opportunity like this. People you know today that are struggling financially. People you know today that would like to make more money. Make a list. Your goal is don't prejudge, because believe me, those you think will won't, and those you think won't will, right? Don't prejudge. Just contact them ASAP and let us do the presenting. Here's the way the ACN system works, just to make you familiar with it. First things first, you want to join the business, become your own customer, and become qualified. Now, the second thing you want to do, as I said, make a list. When you make a list, just invite, right? And when you make an invite, let us do the online presentations for you. Just invite them to the webinar and we will do the presentations. 2 things will happen. Someone will either say, no, I don't want to do the business. If they say they know they don't want to do the business, they can become your customer. You can save them money on their gas and electric. Or they can be a business partner. And if they're a business partner, you just plug them into the training that we're going to have. That's practically the way the ACN system works. So now that you've made a list, how do you invite? What are you going to tell people when they invite? Well, very, very simple. Here's what you're going to tell them. Just check up on them. Icebreaker. How are you? How's everything going? Have a normal conversation like you were going to do on any other given day. Just ask them a question. If I, would you? So let me show you how it works. Hey, listen, if I sent you a link to a webinar on Wednesday, 7 p.m., showcasing how you can get started on an online business from home, make more money, potentially change your life around financially, would you take a look at it? Now, our next webinar is on Friday at 7 p.m. I'm going to show you the details very, very shortly. So here's how you would invite them. Hey, I hope you're well. How's everything going? How's family? Hope you're, whatever you normally speak about. Did you watch this? Did you watch that? Whatever you normally speak about that. Don't change that, right? And here's what you say. Hey, listen, buddy, quick one. Here's the reason I'm calling you. If I sent you a link to a webinar for Friday, 7 p.m., showcasing how you can get started on, with an online business from home, make more money and potentially change your life around financially, would you take a look at it? If I, would you? Just send them the link to the next webinar and let them be on. Now, guys, I am so excited because on Friday, we have an incredible webinar which is going to be taking place. This webinar is like a webinar like we never have before. It's going to be a business overview meeting. just like we just did now. But we have a very special guest speaker, and we have the co-founder of our company, Mr. Mike Coopers, who's going to be with us this Friday for our business overview meeting at 7 p.m. The link details is right there. The meeting ID is there. And listen, this is a UK national business overview meeting. So that means we're going to have thousands and thousands of people on this webinar. My advice is get on early. You want to make sure that you secure your place, because I promise you, we will go overflown with capacity. So please make sure that you screenshot this, that you take these details. And now that's Friday the 17th. For those of you that decide to get involved with us, you know, that you say, you know what, I want to learn more. I want to get training. Well, look no further, because this coming Saturday at 2 p.m., we have our Super Saturday business overview meeting and training. So you're going to get trained by some of the best leaders in the United Kingdom, top leaders. You're going to hear testimonials from many, many UK leaders. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a business overview meeting and a Zoom webinar like never, ever before. So here's my encouragement. Make a list for Friday. Just give them an invitation, just like I said, and let them be on the webinar this Friday. The details are there at 7 p.m. Now, whoever is interested and they want to get started, then make sure that they join Saturday's call, which is at 2 p.m. And on both calls, we're going to have a co-founder of ACN on the call. Friday, we have Mr. Mike Coopers. And on Saturday, we might have Mr. Mike Coopers or any other of the other ACN co-founders. So guys, that's everything about the business. And I just really hope that you saw some value in what it is that we're doing today. My encouragement to you is at this opportunity, especially right now, the timing that the entire world is going through, it has never, ever been more ideal, never been more convenient, and it's never, ever been more right to do an opportunity like ACN. So we hope you see value in what it is that we do. Be sure to join our call this coming Friday. So if you want a second opinion on it, or you want a second look at it, be sure to join our call this coming Friday, where you're going to have ACN co-founder Mike Coopers there with us in person. So with that being said, thank you so much for being on tonight's webinar. We really appreciate your time. God bless, guys, and be safe and follow the guidelines. Have a great remainder of evening, everyone. Thank you for your time.